Ever heard of a tradition where hospitality extends far beyond a warm meal and a cozy bed? In the heart of Mongolia, an ancient custom persists that might shock and intrigue you. So prepare to journey into a world where the lines between guest and family blur, where warmth and welcome take on an entirely new meaning. Hit that like button, share this with someone who needs their worldview expanded, and subscribe for more mind-blowing cultural explorations. And don't forget to stick around till the end of the video, where we'll reveal insider tips on how to travel Mongolia completely for free. These are secrets that most people won't tell you about. Let's take over the 17 strangest things in Mongolia now. Educated women face marriage. Challenges amidst gender imbalance. The more beautiful and intelligent Mongolian women are, the harder they find a partner. Mongolian women are increasingly outperforming men in educational attainment. However, because they are so superior in social status compared to men, it is extremely difficult for them to find their other half. In recent years, many families have invested in the quality education of their daughters by enrolling them in high-quality schools or universities in big cities. They believe that only in this way can their daughters take care of themselves in the future. Some even believe that women should equip themselves with additional skills, because livestock farming is typically reserved for men, who usually stay home to take care of family duties. This trend has led to a somewhat paradoxical gender disparity. Women are increasingly more educated than men. They face less unemployment, and on average, live nearly 10 years longer than men. However, because of their superior social status compared to men, Mongolian women with modern lifestyles, who decide to stay in cities to find work after graduation, face extreme difficulties in finding their other half. According to data from the Mongolian Statistics Office, the marriage rate in Ulaanbaatar has significantly decreased. Urban women complain about the lack of choices. In some way, their complaints are not entirely unfounded. In the capital city Ulaanbaatar, which holds more than half of the country's 3 million population, there are over 60,000 more women than men. This situation is prevalent in universities and workplaces. As a result, Mongolian men have more options. Over 40 of men over the age of 15 are married, while this figure for women is only 32. In Mongolia, women face two significant pressures simultaneously: securing a stable job and marrying before the age of 29. For those who have passed this milestone, they must change their mindset. Evidence shows that since the 1990s, when the Mongolian government decided to transition from a planned economy to a private economy, thousands of Mongolian men lost their jobs. Coupled with the fact that NGOs and humanitarian organizations often pay more attention to women's health and conditions, Mongolian men increasingly have to face social issues like alcoholism and widespread unemployment on their own. What are your thoughts on this complex situation? Share your perspective in the comments below. Let's spark a conversation about gender dynamics, societal pressures, and potential solutions in Mongolia. Number 16. Hosts have their daughters warm guests throughout the night. Mongolians are famous for their hospitality and unique customs, where the culture of welcoming guests plays an important role. When visiting a Mongolian home, guests will experience the distinctive cultural beauty of this country. When guests arrive, the host will come out to greet them and invite them into the home. Guests are allowed to gently touch the host's forehead to show respect. After that, the host will invite the guest to sit in the most honored position in the house, usually on the northern side of the yurt. Sir milk tea is a traditional drink that is indispensable in the Mongolian hospitality ritual. The host will personally prepare the milk tea and offer it to the guest with their right hand. The guest should receive the tea with both hands and show respect by taking a small sip before putting it down. Mongolians often treat guests to traditional dishes such as roasted mutton, dumplings, fermented mare's milk, and dried cheese. Guests should finish all the food on their plate to show respect to the host. So, while chatting with the host, guests should maintain a polite and respectful attitude, avoiding sensitive topics such as politics, religion, or money. It is advisable to take time to learn about Mongolian culture and life to show interest and goodwill. According to Mongolian beliefs in the nomadic community, when hosting esteemed elderly guests, the host often offers the head of a sheep or goat, with the head being considered the most precious part. For younger and middle-aged male guests, the host may offer their daughter to warm them throughout the night, However, the issue lies in whether these esteemed guests can endure the body odor of the nomads, which results from their diet of mutton, yogurt, and infrequent bathing. What are your thoughts on these unique Mongolian hospitality customs? Do you find them fascinating or challenging? Share your opinions in the comments below, and let's explore the cultural nuances together. The need to import men to address the gender imbalance. Mongolia is grappling with a significant gender imbalance, with 105 women for every 100 men. This disparity has far-reaching consequences for society, including a declining birth rate due to a shortage of men of reproductive age. Mongolian women are often burdened with greater responsibilities in both family and society, leading to increased economic and mental pressures. The lack of available partners can also contribute to domestic violence as women face heightened stress and vulnerability. In a controversial move, the Mongolian government has proposed a unique solution to address the surplus of women, importing 20,000 Turkish men. While the effectiveness of this approach remains to be seen, it highlights the urgency of the situation. Media reports indicate that the current gender imbalance allows some men to have as many as 6 wives. The Mongolian government is actively working to address this complex issue through various measures, but it's a long-term endeavor requiring societal cooperation. The journey towards gender balance will be challenging, but it's essential for creating a more equitable and harmonious society. Would you consider visiting Mongolia despite these challenges? Share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments below. Number 14. Mongolia has the highest rate of women being abused. Mongolia, a vast country with magnificent steppes and clear blue skies, harbors a distressing reality. It has the highest rate of women being abused in the world. According to a 2022 study by the United Nations Population Fund, 1 in 3 Mongolian women has experienced abuse in her lifetime. Statistics show that only 46% of teenage girls in Mongolia feel safe walking alone in their neighborhoods after dark. Higher incomes also mean that women are the primary patrons of city bars, increasing their vulnerability when they often walk home late at night, unable to find public transport. The causes of this issue include deeply ingrained gender biases in Mongolian society that favor men over women. This makes women vulnerable and more likely to be abused. High alcohol consumption is a major contributing factor to domestic violence and abuse in Mongolia. When intoxicated, many men become violent and lose control, leading to the abuse of women. Additionally, Mongolia's legal system has many shortcomings. Law enforcement is also ineffective, resulting in many abusers going unpunished. These reasons explain why abuse is so prevalent in Mongolia. Women can face physical violence if deemed unfaithful, disobedient, neglectful of household duties, or not meeting their husband's demands. This abuse inflicts severe physical, psychological, and social consequences on victims. They suffer physical injuries, psychological trauma, anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder (PT). Number 13. The world's most gruesome goat dish. Mongolia is synonymous with nomadic tribes, and from ancient times, the people here have created cooking methods that are both convenient and require few tools. Among these, the most distinctive and famous is the method of cooking with hot stones. This unique method is epitomized by budog, a roasted goat dish that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who hears about it. The name budog might mislead some into thinking this delicacy involves dog meat, but it is actually made from goat. It typically takes about 5 hours from slaughtering the animal to enjoying budog at the feast. The cooking process alone takes more than 2 hours, with the remaining time devoted to preparation and processing. From the very first step, the process requires the cook to have nerves of steel as they butcher the unfortunate goat. All stages must be meticulously carried out by experienced hands. The process involves stuffing salt, chili powder, pepper, onions, potatoes, liver, kidneys, sliced goat meat, and thoroughly heated stones into the goat skin bag. The stones must be clean, smooth, and round. Smaller stones are placed in the limbs, while larger stones go into the abdominal cavity. Alternating layers of hot stones with meat and vegetables continue until the bag is full. This step must be done quickly to prevent the stones from losing heat, which would affect the final product's quality. Finally, the goat's neck is tightly sealed with a metal wire. At this point, the hot stones cook the goat from the inside. Next, the goat's exterior is singed with fire, and the hair is scraped off. Using hot stones to cook meat functions like a pressure cooker, making the meat tender and juicy. Though the goat's skin is tightly sealed to prevent the boodog from exploding, a few small holes are poked in the skin. The meat is done when hot fat starts dripping from these holes. This fat can be used as a condiment when enjoying boodog. When the goat's belly is cut open, the juices are collected separately, while the rest of the meat is eaten. Except for the stones, everything else is edible. Boodog is usually enjoyed in winter because its rich and hot nature helps Mongolians endure the bitter cold. Would you dare to try this dish? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Most Mongolians did not bathe or wash clothes in the past. During the time of Genghis Khan, Mongolians believed that bathing and using water could disturb the dragon veins, Earth's energy lines. Therefore, they never bathed or washed their clothes, thinking this would pollute the water and anger the gods, resulting in punishment. For anyone who encountered Mongolians at that time would be overwhelmed by their unclean and even smelly appearance. At another point in history, Mongolians restricted bathing and were forbidden to bathe in rivers. Mongolian warriors did not change their clothes. They would only occasionally take them off, shake them vigorously to remove lice and bugs, and then put them back on. Most of them did not wash their clothes and would wear them until they were torn or could no longer hold their shape. The only exception was during festivals and holidays, when Mongolians would change into special robes. Ancient Mongolians even viewed body odor as something unique and very personal. While encountering someone with a strong odor might elicit a different reaction today, Mongolians regarded this smell with respect, seeing it as part of the person's character. For example, if Genghis Khan gifted someone his old, worn-out, and smelly clothes, that person would feel honored. Receiving personal items from a king was already an honor, but receiving items with his distinctive scent was considered a lifelong privilege. Not everyone could attain. Number Alexoling number people. Mongolia has an abundant number of animals, even more than its human population. According to statistics, Mongolia's current population is about 3.3 million people. However, the number of animals far exceeds this figure. Specifically, there are about 43 million horses in Mongolia, which is 13 times the population. Similarly, the number of sheep also surpasses the human population, with about 115 million sheep, 35 times the number of people in Mongolia. In addition, there are many other animals living in Mongolia, such as cattle, goats, camels, wolves, foxes, and deer. This is due to Mongolia's vast terrain, which is primarily steppes, mountains, and desert. The harsh climate, with cold winters and short summers, makes living and farming difficult for people, but suitable for many animals. Mongolians have a tradition of nomadic life, moving seasonally to find food and water for their livestock. This lifestyle results in a low population density and creates favorable conditions for animal development. Livestock farming plays an important role in Mongolia's economy. People raise many animals like horses, sheep, and goats for meat, milk, wool, and hides. Mongolia attracts tourists with its unspoiled natural landscapes and unique nomads. Visitors have the opportunity to experience horse riding, archery, participate in traditional festivals, and learn about nomadic life. However, the large number of animals also poses a risk of disease outbreaks, affecting the health of both humans and livestock. Number 2. Genghis Khan is the father of Mongolia. Mongolia's history cannot be separated from the image of Genghis Khan, the great Khan known as the father of Mongolia. He's considered one of the greatest conquerors in human history, credited with uniting the nomadic tribes of Northeast Asia and founding the powerful Mongol Empire, which became the largest empire in history, second only to the British Empire in the 19th century. Born in 1162, with the birth name Temujin, Genghis Khan experienced a challenging childhood, witnessing the disintegration of his tribe and the death of his father. Growing up, he demonstrated extraordinary leadership and gradually unified the often conflicting nomadic tribes, laying the foundation for the rise of the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan was renowned for his brilliant military strategy, effectively combining the strength of skilled cavalry, flexible maneuvers, and bold tactics. He used scouts to gather intelligence on the enemy, concentrated overwhelming force on the opponent's weak points, and employed encirclement, division, and piecemeal destruction tactics. As a result, the Mongol army defeated many powerful empires of the time, rapidly expanding their territory. Within just 25 years, from a tribal leader, Genghis Khan dominated a vast territory stretching from the Pacific Ocean in the east to Europe in the west, including Central Asia, West Asia, and parts of Eastern Europe. The Mongol Empire became the largest contiguous empire in history, with an estimated population of about 100 million people. Genghis Khan was not only a brilliant conqueror, but also a visionary leader. He laid the groundwork for a legal system, promoted trade, and facilitated cultural exchange between different regions within the empire. Genghis Khan's legacy continues to influence Mongolia and the world to this day. He is remembered as a legendary great Khan who unified the nomadic tribes and founded Mongolia, creating a mighty empire celebrated in history. A massive statue commemorating him, the 40-meter-tall Genghis Khan statue, stands just outside Ulaanbaatar. What do you think about this historical figure? Share your thoughts below. Number nooks. Over a quarter of Mongolians are nomads. In the vast land of Mongolia, alongside modern cities and bustling tourist areas, there exists a unique beauty: the traditional nomadic culture of its people. More than 25% of Mongolia's population are nomads, choosing a lifestyle in harmony with nature and moving seasonally with their livestock. The nomadic life of Mongolians is closely linked with the circular yurts. These yurts are made of leather and felt, easy to dismantle and move with the seasons. Inside the yurt, all necessary daily activities take place, from cooking and sleeping to communal living. Mongolian nomads have a close-knit relationship with nature and their livestock. They raise cattle, horses, goats, and sheep, moving seasonally to find food and water for their animals. Livestock play a crucial role in the nomads' lives, providing meat, milk, leather, and wool. If you have the chance to visit a Mongolian nomadic community, you will feel their friendliness and hospitality. Nomads always welcome guests and share what they have. When visiting their yurt, you don't need to knock. You can enter directly. Visitors will be offered milk tea, bread, and traditional dishes. A unique drink of Mongolian nomads is arag, fermented horse milk, with a slightly sour and tangy taste. Visitors can try arag to experience the unique flavor of Mongolian nomadic culture. Today, due to the development of modern society, many Mongolian nomads have moved to live in cities. However, the nomadic culture is still preserved as an important part of national identity. The Mongolian government has implemented policies to support nomads, helping them develop economically and maintain their traditional lifestyle. Nomadic festivals are regularly organized, attracting tourists from around the world to explore and experience Mongolia's unique nomadic culture. Unique New Year customs. Mongolians do not celebrate Christmas to ring in the new year. Instead, they have the Saga Ansar festival. The term Saga Ansar translates from Mongolian as white month. This name might originate from the white color of winter or the white foods traditionally associated with the festival. The start of Saga Ansar signals the end of the harsh winter and the arrival of spring, making it a time for family reunions. Perhaps for this reason, Mongolians hold a special fondness for the color white. Mongolians regard white as a symbol of purity and good fortune. During the first days of the new year, they often wear white clothes or give each other white-colored gifts. On these days, Mongolians also have elaborate drinking rituals, which become particularly intricate during the New Year festivities. On the first day of the festival, when visiting another's home, the first thing to do is bow before the Buddha shrine and then pay respects to the household elders. Young members of the family are responsible for performing these duties, while the elders, when receiving alcohol, must kneel to show their appreciation. Men kneel on both knees, bowing their heads low and respectfully, extending their hands forward. Unmarried girls also perform this ceremony in the same manner. Married women, however, only need to kneel on one knee, offering the drink with their right hand. Newlywed brides are expected to sing while presenting the drink. At the transition from the old year to the new, Mongolians maintain the tradition of drinking tea. Cups are washed with fermented milk. The first cup of tea is poured and sprinkled in all four directions outside. The second cup is for the head of the household, and the subsequent cups are for the other family members. Another peculiar custom during Tagayan Sar is that elderly Mongolians like to dress as goat herders, donning fur coats, wearing fur hats, and holding a whip to continuously crack in the air. This action is believed to ward off evil spirits and protect the villagers and their livestock. Additionally, young men and women select a good horse to showcase their skills and enjoy riding around the area. What do you think about these customs? Feel free to share your thoughts below. Number 6. Traditional horsemanship, archery, and eagle hunting in Mongolia. Horse riding, archery, and eagle taming are traditional skills that have been preserved for centuries among the nomadic Mongolians. Their nomadic lifestyle is closely tied to the steppes, where they move seasonally to find food and water for their lives. Horses play a crucial role in Mongolian life, serving as a means of transportation, a way to move goods, and an aid in herding animals. Mongolians are renowned for their expert horsemanship. They can skillfully control their horses, moving quickly over rugged terrain. Mongolian children learn to ride from a young age, and this skill is considered an essential part of their life. Archery is another important skill for Mongolians. They use bows and arrows for hunting and protecting themselves and their livestock from enemies. Mongolian archers are highly accurate, able to hit targets from a distance even while riding horses. Eagles, regarded as the kings of the sky in Mongolia, are traditionally tamed for hunting. These birds have excellent vision and can fly at high speeds, making them effective hunters. Today, even though many aspects of Mongolian life have changed, they still cherish their traditional horsemanship, archery, and eagle taming. Festivals and competitions are regularly held, allowing people to showcase their skills and take pride in their cultural heritage. What do you think about these traditions? Would you like to try archery, horse riding, or taming an eagle? Share your thoughts below. Number 6. The land of blue skies with harsh winters. Mongolia, a vast country in Central Asia, is famously known as the land of blue skies. The climate here is dry, with few clouds and low rainfall. Although the sun shines for up to 250 days a year, visitors won't experience many warm days due to the high altitude and continental climate. Summers in Mongolia are brief, lasting only a few weeks. Daytime temperatures in summer range from 20 deg to 25 tagc, but at night, temperatures can drop to 0 degrees. Winters, lasting from November to April, are considered the enemy of tourists. Daytime temperatures in winter range from 15 deg to 20 deg and can plummet to 35 deg C during severe cold spells. Heavy snowfall throughout winter makes transportation difficult. If you plan to visit Mongolia, remember to bring plenty of warm clothing regardless of the season. While summer nights can be very cold, winters are extremely harsh, requiring thick and appropriate attire to keep warm. Ulaanbaatar, the capital located near the Tuul River, is the largest city in Mongolia and the coldest. Before being renamed Ulaanbaatar in 1924, the city was known as Urgi. Ulaanbaatar is Mongolia's economic, cultural, and political center, with many famous attractions like Sukbayatar Square, Gindan Monastery, the Winter Palace of Bog Khan, and the National Museum of Mongolian History. Number 5. A unique Olympics called Naadam. In addition to its vast steppes, blue skies, and traditional nomadic culture, Mongolia is also known for a unique Olympics called Naadam, held annually in summer across all major cities. This festival is not only a sports event, but also an occasion for Mongolians to showcase their cultural identity and national unity. Naadam has a history of over 800 years, originating during the reign of Genghis Khan. Initially, the festival was held to select brave warriors for the Mongolian army. However, today, Naadam has become a festival with profound cultural significance, expressing the spirit of national pride and passion for sports of the Mongolian people. The highlight of Naadam is 3 traditional competitions. First is archery, an essential skill for nomadic Mongolians. In Naadam, archers compete by shooting at targets from a long distance, demonstrating focus, fighting spirit, and skillful control of the bow and arrow. Next is horse racing. During Naadam, riders race horses across vast steppes, showcasing their riding skills and the endurance of both horse and rider. Lastly, wrestling requires strength, flexibility, and a fighting spirit. Wrestlers compete one-on-one, following traditional rules, aiming to pin their opponents to the ground. Naadam is more than just sports competitions. It is a lively and vibrant festival with various cultural activities. Traditional music fills the air, people engage in traditional dances, savor local delicacies, and participate in folk. Naadam is a time for socializing, creating a warm and friendly atmosphere. Naadam is an integral part of Mongolian cultural life. This festival is not only a unique Olympics, but also a chance for Mongolians to express their cultural identity, national unity, and pride in their ancestral traditions. If you have the opportunity, visit Mongolia in the summer to experience Naadam and immerse yourself in the vibrant and lively atmosphere of this unique Olympics. Number 4. The Silk Road. The Silk Road is a legendary trade network connecting Asia and Europe, playing a significant role in history and helping shape the world today. Among the nations that benefited from the Silk Road, the Mongols emerged as a powerful force, gaining enormous income and leveraging their strategic position to expand their empire. With a favorable geographical location, the Mongols controlled many important segments of the Silk Road, becoming essential intermediaries for trade exchanges between the East and the West. They collected taxes from merchants, provided protection services, and facilitated the transportation of goods. As a result, the Mongols reaped huge profits, contributing to economic development and enhancing the nation's status. Genghis Khan, the renowned Great Khan of the Mongol Empire, recognized the strategic importance of the Silk Road. He not only used this route for trade, but also turned it into a powerful tool for his world conquest ambitions. By controlling the Silk Road, Genghis Khan could easily move his army, transport food and supplies, and limit the resistance of his enemies. Under Mongol rule, the Silk Road enjoyed unprecedented stability, and the Mongols implemented various policies to encourage trade, creating favorable conditions for merchants from all over the world to conduct business. They built roads, bridges, and protected the safety of trade caravans throughout their journey. Thanks to these wise policies, the Silk Road became more bustling and traveled than ever before. The Mongols' role in maintaining and developing the Silk Road has left a lasting legacy in history. Their contributions made the Silk Road an important cultural and economic bridge between the continents of Asia and Europe, promoting cultural exchange, knowledge sharing, and trade, helping to shape the modern world. The Gobi Desert is the largest in Asia. The Gobi Desert, stretching across Mongolia and China, is the largest desert in Asia and the fifth largest in the world, covering an area of over 1.2 million square kilometers. It is known as the Land of Mysteries due to its magnificent natural landscapes, rich fossil deposits, and long history associated with the legendary Silk Road. The surface of the Gobi Desert is not just sand, but also features diverse landscapes, such as golden sand dunes, scattered rocks, undulating mountain ranges, and lush green steppes. The climate here is harsh, with hot summers and cold winters. However, the Gobi boasts a unique ecosystem with many species of flora and fauna adapted to the harsh living conditions. The Gobi Desert also holds an incredibly valuable treasure trove of fossils, revealing the prehistoric world that once existed here. The most famous site is the Bayanzag, also known as the Flaming Cliffs, with numerous dinosaur fossils and other ancient animals. Additionally, the Gobi is closely linked to the history of the Silk Road, the legendary trade route connecting Asia and Europe. Visitors can explore the ruins of ancient cities, temples, and mausoleums. The Gobi Desert contains wild, majestic beauty, along with historical and cultural mysteries, attracting tourists from all over the world to explore and experience. Number 2. Navy on Lake Khövsgöl. At first glance, Mongolia, with its vast and majestic steppes, seems an improbable place to find a navy. Yet, hidden amidst this landlocked nation lies a unique naval force operating on Lake Khövsgöl, affectionately called the Blue Pearl of Mongolia. This surprising fleet consists of only 7 members, earning it the title of the world's smallest navy. Despite having no access to open seas, the Mongolian Navy is equipped with a variety of boats, including oil tankers. These tankers serve a crucial role in transporting fuel across Lake Khövsgöl to neighboring Russia. However, the Navy's main mission isn't maritime combat, but rather acting as guardians of the lake's beauty. They guide tourists, ensuring they can safely explore the stunning landscapes and experience the tranquility of this natural wonder. Adding an intriguing layer to this story is the fact that only one of the 7 sailors knows how to swim. This individual takes on the vital role of lifeguard, responding to the frequent accidents that occur on the lake, some of which have tragically resulted in fatalities. Thanks to the quiet dedication and sacrifices of this lone swimmer and the rest of the Mongolian Navy, visitors can enjoy the wild and majestic beauty of the Blue Pearl without constant fear of danger. It's a testament to the unexpected ways in which even landlocked countries can embrace maritime traditions and the unsung heroes who make it possible for others to experience the wonders of nature. Number world's least dense population. Mongolia is famous for its vast terrain and the least dense population in the world. With a population density of just 2 people per square kilometer, Mongolia offers a completely different experience compared to more densely populated countries. Several factors contribute to the low population density in Mongolia. First is the terrain. As much of Mongolia's territory is covered by steppes, mountains, and deserts, making habitation and farming difficult. Mongolia's harsh climate, with cold winters and short summers, affects agricultural development and human habitation. Additionally, Mongolians have a tradition of nomadic living, moving seasonally to find food and water for their livestock. This lifestyle makes long-term settlement in one place challenging. Low population density is a unique feature of Mongolia, bringing both advantages and challenges to the nation. Protecting the environment, developing the economy, and improving the quality of life for its people are important goals that Mongolia needs to strive for in the future. The sparse population also brings certain advantages to Mongolia. Thanks to this, the environment is relatively well preserved. The air is clean and unpolluted, and Mongolians have ample living space and enjoy the wild, majestic nature. Despite the sparse population, Mongolia is gradually developing and modernizing. The Mongolian government is making efforts to attract investment, develop tourism, and improve infrastructure to enhance the quality of life for its people. It can be said that Mongolia is a unique country with distinctive features, including the world's least dense population. It is an ideal destination for those who love wild, majestic nature and want to experience a unique culture. How to travel to Mongolia completely free. Mongolia, a land of vast steppes, nomadic traditions, and breathtaking landscapes, might not immediately conjure images of budget travel. However, with a bit of resourcefulness and an adventurous spirit, it's entirely possible to explore this captivating country without breaking the bank. The key lies in embracing the nomadic way of life and adopting a flexible and open-minded approach to your journey. Firstly, take advantage of visa-free entry. Many nationalities, including citizens of the US, Canada, Australia, and most European countries, can enjoy 30 days of visa-free travel in Mongolia. This eliminates a significant expense right from the start, allowing you to allocate your funds to other aspects of your trip. Once you arrive, embrace the spirit of adventure and consider hitchhiking. This is a common and widely accepted practice in Mongolia, especially in rural areas where public transportation might be limited. Locals are generally friendly and hospitable, and you might even be invited to share a meal or stay overnight in a traditional gear with a nomadic family. In urban areas, public transportation is affordable, and you can often negotiate shared taxi rides with other travelers to split the cost. Another excellent way to experience Mongolia for free is through volunteering and work exchange programs. Several organizations and communities welcome volunteers to assist with various projects, such as teaching English, working on farms, or contributing to environmental conservation efforts. In exchange for your time and skills, you'll typically receive free accommodation and meals, providing an immersive cultural experience and a chance to give back to the community. For those who love the outdoors, camping and wild camping are fantastic options. Mongolia's vast and sparsely populated landscapes offer countless opportunities to pitch a tent under the starry sky. This not only saves on accommodation costs, but also provides an unforgettable experience, allowing you to connect with nature and witness the country's stunning beauty firsthand. Just remember to practice responsible camping and leave no trace. If you're comfortable with foraging, you can further reduce your food expenses by gathering wild berries, mushrooms, and other edible plants in the countryside. Supplementing your meals with foraged food is a great way to connect with the land and experience a taste of the nomadic lifestyle. Moreover, Mongolian hospitality is renowned. Nomadic families often open their GAs to travelers, offering tea, food, and a place to rest for the night. While it's customary to offer a small gift in return, This gesture of generosity can significantly reduce your accommodation costs. Finally, don't forget that many of Mongolia's most captivating attractions are free. Hike through breathtaking national parks, explore ancient monasteries, wander through bustling local markets, and witness traditional nomadic festivals. The country's rich history and vibrant culture are on full display, offering endless opportunities for free exploration and discovery. To make the most of your budget-friendly Mongolian adventure, keep these additional tips in mind. Avoid the peak tourist season June-August. When prices tend to be higher, consider visiting in the spring or autumn for milder weather and fewer crowds. Even a few words can go a long way in building rapport with locals and facilitating communication. Bring essential supplies, including a good sleeping bag, sturdy hiking boots, and a water filter. Embrace the unexpected. Mongolia is a land of adventure and surprises. Be flexible, open-minded, and ready to embrace the unknown. While traveling Mongolia for free requires resourcefulness and adaptability, it's an incredibly rewarding experience that allows you to connect with the country's natural beauty, rich culture, and warm-hearted people on a deeper level. By embracing the nomadic spirit and stepping outside your comfort zone, you'll create memories that will last a lifetime. Mongolia's unique customs, such as the practice of daughters warming guests, offer a fascinating glimpse into a culture where hospitality and tradition intertwine. While this practice might seem unconventional to outsiders, it's a testament to the deep-rooted values of warmth and generosity that define Mongolian nomadic life. It's a reminder that cultural norms vary across the globe, and that understanding and appreciating these differences is crucial in our increasingly interconnected world. If you found this exploration of Mongolian culture intriguing, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening journeys into the world's diverse customs and traditions. Let's continue to learn and grow together, embracing the beauty of our shared humanity.